Richmond looks dicey. The weather too, is that okay for us?
I don't know, I don't work that, though next sector will have something for you.
It's a typical summer morning at Naples Municipal Airport in Florida. On the apron, a 2007 model Piper PA-46, registered as November 709 Charlie Hotel, is being filled to capacity with Jet A1 fuel in preparation for a cross-country flight. This Piper, originally a Malibu Mirage, was upgraded in 2017 to a jet prop DLX with a turboprop engine. The pilot, who owns this upgraded Malibu Mirage, is joined by his wife, another couple, and their 2 family dogs, all set to kick off their weekend getaway on this Friday morning. A few hours earlier, the pilot used 4Flight Mobile to file an instrument flight plan for an 820 nautical mile journey to Eastern Airport, Maryland. The flight plan estimates a time en route of 3 hours and 18 minutes, with a planned cruising altitude of 27,000 feet and a cruising speed of 260 knots. With pre-flight checks and procedures completed, air traffic control issue taxi clearance for runway 23. They enter the taxiway as passing rain showers and scattered thunderstorms loom in the surrounding area, which is to be expected for this time of the year in Florida. In the left seat, serving as pilot in command, is Gregory Boll, the 58-year-old owner of this upgraded Piper. He has logged a total of 312 flight hours, with 147 of those in the Piper PA-46. Professionally, Gregory is an accomplished inventor, holding multiple patents with GGB Industries Incorporated, a local company in Naples. In the right seat is his longtime friend, 53-year-old Felix Laquadara, who is also a pilot. Felix has logged 1,062 flight hours, 173 of them in the Piper PA-46. He co-owns Felix Andrews Salons in Southwest Florida with his wife, 52-year-old Roberta, who is seated in the back of the airplane alongside Gregory's wife, 48-year-old Eva Lee. At 10:50 a.m., November 709 Charlie Hotel lines up on runway 23 at Naples Municipal Airport, ready for takeoff. The flight departs from runway 23 at Naples Municipal Airport at 10:53 a.m. Shortly after takeoff, Southwest Florida International Airport ATC clears the flight to climb to 10,000 feet. Over the next 7 minutes, the aircraft maneuvers around weather systems, navigating through passing rain showers and thunderstorms in the area. Once clear, the flight is instructed to climb to 24,000 feet and continue on its planned route. For the next hour and 20 minutes, the flight remained uneventful as November 709 Charlie Hotel climbed to and maintains its cruising altitude of 27,000 feet. At 12:20, the R68 sector air traffic controller advised Gregory of moderate to heavy precipitation at his 1 o'clock position, 4 to 5 miles away, with a diameter of 40 miles, after which he acknowledged the update. 40 minutes later at 13:01, Gregory contacts the Washington Center's Tar River Sector radar controller.
Washington Center, November 709 Charlie Hotel with you at flight level 270.
November 709 Charlie Hotel, Washington Center. I'll have routing for you here in a moment. November 709 Charlie Hotel, are you ready for your routing?
Ready for routing, 709 Charlie Hotel.
November 709 Charlie Hotel, you're cleared direct Richmond, Victor 16 to Patuxent. Victor 93, Graco, then direct.
709 Charlie Hotel, direct to Richmond, Victor 616, Patuxent, then Victor 93, Graco, then direct.
Gregory mistakenly repeats Victor 616 instead of the correct Victor 16, and ATC does not catch the error. 14 minutes later, Gregory informs the controller that his radar indicates weather ahead on his route and asks if she is seeing the same on her radar.
Washington Center, 709 Charlie Hotel. Our radar shows us coming into some weather ahead. Do you see that?
Yeah, some had been going around it and some been going through it, but you can deviate, right, of course, and when able, proceed direct to Richmond.
Roger, we can deviate right, of course, and then when able, direct to Richmond, 709 Charlie Hotel.
You can deviate either to the left or right around it, and when able, proceed direct to Richmond, whatever's best for you.
Richmond looks dicey. The weather, too, is that okay for us?
I don't know. I don't work that, though. Next sector will have something for you with that. Yeah, it does look a little rough around there, but they'll have something for you.
We're thinking it might be better for us to go out over towards the coast to go around all of that. 709 Charlie Hotel.
All right. Well, we got the restricted area active in that direction, so we got to get you to work within the confines of that. If I gave you, like, Franklin, direct Harcum, and then Tapa into Patuxent, that way, would that work for you? Does that sound like something that would work?
You have to say it again. We didn't catch it.
That's okay. Like Tar River... I'm sorry, Franklin to Harcum and then towards Patuxent. There'll be another fix in between there just to keep you out of the restricted area, but we could do something like that.
Yeah, okay, we'll check 709 Charlie Hotel.
Gregory has been in contact with the Washington Sector 3-8 controller for 20 minutes now, and it's clear that he's growing increasingly concerned about the worsening weather ahead. Despite his inquiries, the information provided by the controller remains vague, offering little more than confirmation that other aircraft are also navigating the challenging conditions. When Gregory suggests a potential deviation toward the coast to avoid the worst of the weather, the controller highlights the presence of restricted airspace, but provides only a loosely defined alternative route, leaving Gregory with limited guidance as he faces the approaching storm. Then at 13:24, Gregory makes the following request.
709 Charlie Hotel, would like to start heading towards Franklin.
709 Charlie Hotel, cleared direct Franklin, direct Harcum, and direct Tapa, and then direct to Patuxent, the rest of route unchanged.
Washington Center, 709 Charlie Hotel. Are you showing tops over here? Looks like we're about to go into some rain.
I don't have any tops reports right now, but I do have some weather deviations if you need to go further right. Just let me know.
At 13:29, Gregory once again voices his concern about the approaching weather, asking the controller for confirmation on the cloud tops. However, the controller only offers the option to deviate further if needed, demonstrating a willingness to assist, but failing to provide the specific weather details Gregory was seeking. Gregory then proceeds to make another request.
Yeah, request to deviate about 30 degrees to the right.
November 709 Charlie Hotel, request approved. When able, direct to Franklin.
When able, direct to Franklin, 709 Charlie Hotel.
The time is 13:30, and sadly this was the last known radio transmission from Gregory.
Airspeed. November 709 Charlie Hotel. November 709 Charlie Hotel. How do you read?
State Highway Patrol says the 4 people aboard a small plane that crashed in Nash County are all dead. Authorities found pieces of a plane wing on Harrison Road Friday. After an extensive search, the rest of the plane was found off Taylor's Store Road. Highway Patrol says the plane was traveling from Naples, Florida to Maryland. All 4 victims were from Florida. 2 dogs also died.
It happened around 2 Friday afternoon. On the other side of that field, over on Harrison Road, neighbors discovered the wings of that plane and called 911. One of them landed just feet from this home.
That was a real shock and surprise.
Local authorities, together with the NTSB, discovered the main wreckage, including the fuselage, inboard sections of both wings, landing gear, engine and propeller, in a wooded area approximately 4 miles northeast of the town Castalia. The fuselage was inverted and aligned on a 045-degree magnetic heading with no signs of fire. Impact marks on the terrain and trees suggested a near vertical descent in a level attitude, resulting in significant crushing of the cabin. The left and right outboard sections of both wings were found about 1.3 and 1.4 miles north-northeast of the main wreckage, with the wing-mounted weather radar pods scattered along the wreckage path. The wing fractures showed overload failure. About 9 months later, a local resident, while horseback riding, discovered sections of the elevator and trim tab approximately 2.6 miles north-northeast of the main wreckage site. When the NTSB final report was released nearly 3 years later, it revealed several unexpected factors that contributed to the accident. Among the key findings was the fact that the pilot who owned the aircraft did not hold an instrument rating, yet he was in the left seat acting as pilot in command and had filed an IFR flight plan for the journey. The pilot-rated passenger in the right seat was instrument rated, but lacked the recent experience required to legally serve as pilot in command. Also noted in the accident report is the fact that the airplane was overweight at both takeoff and at the time of the accident. The aircraft was approximately 730 pounds over the maximum allowable gross weight at takeoff, and even after fuel burn-off during the flight, the aircraft remained about 148 pounds overweight at the time of the accident. Another contributory factor was the air traffic controller's failure to provide the pilot with critical information necessary to navigate around the hazardous weather. Although the controller acknowledged the presence of adverse weather conditions, she failed to provide the pilot with specific details, such as the size and strength of the area of precipitation or information about the cloud tops. Moreover, she did not solicit or disseminate any pilot reports related to the conditions as required by standard procedures. This lack of crucial weather information hindered the pilot's ability to make informed decisions.
I don't know. I don't work that, though. Next sector will have something for you with that. Yeah, it does look a little rough around there, but they'll have something for you.
Although the air traffic controller's actions, or lack thereof, contributed to the accident, hazardous weather avoidance ultimately remains the responsibility of the pilot. In this case, the airplane was sufficiently equipped to provide a qualified pilot with the necessary information to navigate hazardous weather. The aircraft was outfitted with advanced avionics, including an onboard weather radar system capable of identifying severe weather conditions along the flight path. This equipment should have enabled the pilot to make informed decisions about routing and altitude adjustments to avoid the thunderstorms. Despite this technological advantage, the unfortunate outcome underscores the importance of pilot judgment and proactive weather navigation in ensuring flight safety. The National Transportation Safety Board attributes the accident to the pilot's failure to avoid hazardous weather, resulting in a thunderstorm penetration, loss of control, and in-flight breakup. Additionally, the air traffic controller's failure to provide adequate and timely weather information as mandated by the FAA impeded the pilot's ability to safely navigate the hazardous conditions. This catastrophic event profoundly impacted numerous lives, leaving behind grieving friends and relatives, including 7 orphaned children. Awareness of such incidents and their extensive repercussions should prompt us to critically re-evaluate our decision-making processes to mitigate risks and decrease the likelihood of adverse outcomes.